If it weren't impossible to change, I'd truly want to live forever in that. Clock out at 5, lean the bike against the wall, slip on some bell-bottoms, throw on a pair of shades, and head to the Bai Jin Han dance hall. The moment Teresa Teng's music starts playing, yes, I'm the brightest star in the center of the dance floor. Back in the days we lived in, there was no internet or phones. Getting around mostly meant walking. Communication was basically shouting, and entertainment was pitifully scarce. The only spice in life was the one household appliance. We had a big showbox of a radio. I remember my family had one back then. Besides tuning into radio programs, that big radio could also play tapes. We had at least 2 boxes of Teresa Teng's cassettes. It wasn't like today where you can just pull out your phone and listen. Back then, you had to plug it in, press play, and if you wanted a specific song, you'd have to stick a pen into the tape spool and wind it around. That was the most devout ritual for Teresa Teng's music. With the rise of original pop songs and the fierce competition among Hong Kong and Taiwanese stars, the domestic cassette market once flourished. The golden age of tapes had arrived. Back then, owning a tape and record store was the height of luxury. But do you know who invented the cassette tape? The prototype of the tape was derived from the German magnetophone used by the German Navy during World War II to enhance communication security. Later, Lou Ottens, known as the father of the cassette tape, and his team at Philips designed the first compact cassette in 1962. Like universal chargers, tapes gradually faded from the stage of history. But in recent years, I've noticed something odd. Why are top international artists like Billie Eilish, Lady Gaga, and Selena Gomez releasing music albums on cassette tapes again, especially with the wildly popular TV series Summer Day or One Day a few years ago? As the tape spun, Wu Bai's Last Dances sent the protagonist through time and space, also transporting viewers back to the heyday of cassette tapes. Now, many artists, designers, and brands have hopped on this retro revival train. As early as 2004, Chanel incorporated transparent tape elements into its designs. Gucci, always a lover of vintage aesthetics, didn't miss this trend either, featuring Waltz in Tokyo, the world's only dedicated tape store in its cultural project Gucci Places. The resurgence of tapes isn't just about reconnecting with memories of a bygone era. They carry a spirit of the times, a set of life values, and a cultural pursuit. As 100 years of solitude puts it, what matters in life is not what happens to you, but what you remember and how you remember it. If you still have a tape player or a language repeater at home, why not pop in a cassette and listen once more to that familiar yet distant melody? Alright, that's all for today. I'm Shirley Feng. Design makes life better. See you next time.